This year, you've heard me talk about the cooperative age now since 2006. The cooperative age is a time in which we no longer rely on big business for an income. We no longer rely on government to provide us with full-time or temporary help. It's just not existent, and it never was, right? So this year we are entering into the cooperative age. It's you and I cooperating with one another. And that lie that you've been told that was never really real about getting a job and working 40 years and 40 hours a week, well, that was a lie, right? So listen, this year, whether you are brown, black, yellow, pink, purple, whether you are a man or woman, whether you have a lot of skills or limited skills, whether you have a lot of money or little money, whether you have a lot of time or little time, this year, we are going to show everybody how to go from employee to entrepreneur. And here's what you're gonna love about this. Here's what you're gonna love about this. Is that it's easier than you think. And going from employee to entrepreneur doesn't mean that you have to be a founder, doesn't mean you have to build a business. It just means that you are now going to do things for yourself, right? Instead of working 40 hours for somebody else, you're going to work for yourself, right? You still might have to work those 40 hours until this entrepreneur gig turns into that, replaces that income. But when you put those hours in for someone else, take 10% and put it into you. Because this year we're going from employee to entrepreneur, and I could not be happier than to be the one showing you the way of how you can earn a predictable, ongoing passive income and live life on your terms. Kendra, I don't know about you, but I would say it's time to get busy with it. What do you say?
I think it's always time to get busy with it, David.
Then let's do it. Let me share my screen. And I'm going to, is this the right one? Yeah. So I'm going to share this screen because this is what was showing when we started the presentation. So as we were listening to those really cool songs, cool in my opinion anyways, as we were listening to those really cool songs about how co-op gets you money, this was on the screen. 25 years, 9,000 paydays, 0 lies, folks. That's the most important part. 0 lies. And here's the thing is that co-op works for 100% of the people, 100% of the time who complete the 3 simple doable steps. You already heard me tell you. Our systems do exactly what I say that they're going to do. So when we say that co-op works for 100% of the people, 100% of the time who complete the 3 simple doable steps, it is what it says right here. Facts, right? Listen, co-op is affordable. You can get started for as little as $5. Co-op is easy to understand. 3 simple doable steps. These simple doable steps you can actually complete in minutes. Some people take a year, but you can actually do it in minutes. And rewarding? What? Wait till you see how rewarding this is. So let's get busy with the daily dose of good. You see, every age ends in exhaustion. Every new one begins with cooperation. So check it, man. Check it, right? Listen. Are you exhausted with the crap that you've been going through for the last 5, 6, 7 years? The losing of the jobs, your friends losing their jobs, losing of your income, everything going sky high through the roof so you can't afford it. People that have retired and they thought that they retired with a nest egg that would carry them through the rest of their life. All of a sudden they realize they got to take out a second mortgage on a home that they've never had a mortgage on. They've got to do things that they've never done before. Putting more money on your credit card, getting a line of credit, doing things that is reducing your income, increasing your stress, and not making you feel better about life. You see, that is the end of an era. That is the end of the industrial age. Ladies and gentlemen, it's dead. Dead, dead, dead. Just like the dinosaurs, it's finally gone. No more are we going to be working 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire when we're old and can't really enjoy our lives the way that we want. You see, the industrial age is dead. This is the cooperative age, folks. In the cooperative age, oh my goodness, I get so excited. In the cooperative age, you see, you and I are going to be doing things together. We're going to be coming up with ideas. We're going to be strategizing. And most of all, we are going to help each other. Help each other, not competition, cooperation. We are going to help each other earn an income. What? Imagine all these years you thought, man, if I could just find something that I could do with my friends, then we can both do the same things together. Man, if I got 17 brothers and 14 sisters. If I could just find something that I could do with them, wow, we could change the world. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the cooperative age. No more trying to figure stuff out all by yourself. Now we work together. Now, just before I get into the presentation, got to do the legal stuff, the lawyer stuff. I always try to do this legal lawyer stuff in a fun way. Cooperative platforms are not an investment. Maybe I should do it like they do with those, those commercials, with the drug commercials that are out. Co-op platforms are not an investment. They are not jobs or MLM programs. Participation is voluntary. Results vary, and income is earned through cooperation and activity, not speculation or recruitment. Let's get busy with it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that everyone needs to know is who's behind this business. Who is behind this business? I am a disruptor, and not the small-time disruptor. You hear all these stories about all these people putting these fake names on these presentations and saying this person was the person that built the rocket ship that went to Saturn, and this person was the one who invented the internet, and this person was the one who created Bitcoin, and this person. Oh, yes, man. Listen. My record speaks for itself. I am a disruptor of major industries, little tiny industries of major industries. You see, in 1985, I created the world's first loyalty card. It forever changed the way a retailer and the consumer bond with one another. That's why it's called a loyalty card. Instead of getting a discount once, now you get it over and over again. Today, it's like common, like, hasn't this always been here? No, I created it in 1985. And then in 1995, I created the world's first online shopping mall. Didn't create e-commerce, but think about it. In 1995, the internet was still in its infancy. People were still trying to figure out whether you spell it with a capital I or a small I. And I already had an internet mall with over 1,000 stores. Now check this out. The financial industry is arguably the largest industry in the world. Money makes the world go round, and money is the financial industry. I changed it. Not a little bit. I changed the entire industry when I created crowdfunding in 2001. What did that do? Well, most people think of crowdfunding. They think, well, I broke my leg. Let me put a video up there and get my friends to send me $10,000 so I can mend my broken leg. That's one part of it. But listen, crowdfunding allows you to raise money in any amount from anyone, from anywhere, for anything. In any amount, from anyone, from anywhere, for anything. And people did. Do you know how many hundreds of millions of people have been impacted because of crowdfunding? Do you know how many tens of millions of small businesses that started because of crowdfunding? My goodness, I can think of Ring, to protect you. That thing that goes on your door, you push the button, you can see a person coming up. So you feel protected in your house. They use crowdfunding to get started. Think of Ethereum. Ethereum used crowdfunding to raise over $4 billion. Think of Barack Obama, the first Black president of the United States. Well, he used crowdfunding to become president of the United States of America. Now think of the country of India. The country of India, instead of raising taxes on its citizens, which would have been permanent, they went to their citizens and asked for a one-time small donation. And that covered the natural disaster. So people weren't burdened with higher taxes. You see, crowdfunding changed everything about finance, about money, and it made the world a better place. And now, in 2025, I made it better. I created cooperative crowdfunding too. And as you watch this video, you're going to find that money, right? Not some fake high yield program, money, real money, is going to become accessible to everyone, including you. I already said 24 years of successful online business. First business we started in 2001, still going on today. Over 170 countries use my systems and never missed a payday in 9,000 days. Now think about that for a minute. Think about recent times. In 2020, when the financial collapse happened, or not the financial collapse, when the whole world shut down because of the pandemic. Do you remember? Just like that overnight, the people that employ you saying, well, we're not going to pay you anymore. Stay home. You're on your own. Wish you the best. Call me when it's over. They never paid you. But we did. We never missed a payday during the pandemic. We have never missed a payday in over almost 25 years now. How many businesses do you know that have never missed a payday in 25 years? Not just online businesses, think offline, right? This is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Co-op Income. Co-op Income is your fastest way to wealth. Co-op Income is the next generation using cooperative crowdfunding, a completed income system that covers your bills, eliminates debt, and builds a sustainable income. Now, pay close attention. You see, you used to go to work and get a job. And today, many of you have 2 and 3 jobs just to pay your bills. Co-op Income is designed to cover your bills. Co-op Income, that debt, that credit card debt that you keep building up, those debts that you keep building up by taking out lines of credit, you take a second mortgage or a first mortgage on your home just to put food on your table. Those days are done. You see, we're going to help to eliminate debt. And we're going to provide you with a sustainable income. You see, you can get to a livable income in weeks. Now, think about this. A livable income means that you're covering all your monthly expenses. You're putting some money aside for a rainy day or an emergency. You have food on your plate every day, good food. You have clean drinking water. You have clean clothes. You have a roof over your head. You see, that is a livable income. And do you know that the vast majority of the people on this planet right now don't even make enough money where they can comfortably say they have a livable income? Here, you're going to get a livable income. And once you get that livable income, you're going to continue to see your income grow. As long as you do your part, you're going to continue to see your income grow. And then all of a sudden, that $400,000 mortgage that you had, gone. That $80,000 in credit debt that you had, gone. That new car that you wanted, got. That new house that you wanted, got it, right? Life, ladies and gentlemen, is about to change. And let me tell you something else. This is not just about you and I. This is way, way, way bigger. This is about all of us ending global poverty for at least 1 billion people by 2030. And let me tell you something else, folks. Let me tell you something else. The world is finally ready for it. You see, Elon Musk last year said that we don't need a universal basic income. He said that we need a universal high income. And he said we'll probably have it in 10 years or 20 years. This year, Elon Musk said that we won't need, that in 10 to 20 years, we won't need a job. There are other experts that are saying that we won't need a job pretty soon. Well, guess what? It's not in 10 to 20 years from now. It's right now, today. You see what you're looking at right now? This is your universal high income. You see what you're looking at right now? This will allow you never to have to work again for the rest of your life if you do what you're supposed to do. And you see, not only is Q, the cooperative universal income system, replacing failed NLMs, who wants to be a marketer? Who wants to be a multi-level marketer? Who wants to be a network marketer? No, you want to be an income earner, right? So not only is Q going to replace those failed NLMs, it's also going to replace the money that you earn from a job, the money that you earn from unreliable gigs. This is going to give you that sustainable, predictable, ongoing passive income and daily cash flow that you need to live debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. We call it a pop income. And pretty soon, the whole world is going to be saying pop income, pop income, pop income, because that's what we all need. And check this out. You see, many of you are going to wake up tomorrow, today, Monday, Tuesday. You're going to wake up and you're going to put your clothes on. You're going to direct yourself to a job. Well, listen, do what we're suggesting here in a few short weeks. Well, you'll be the boss. And if you don't want to get up and go to work, don't. You see, you get to decide the size of your dreams. My goodness, I'm getting chills. Whew. Now let's talk about the three questions that most people ask, right? The question that everybody asks, it's always on their mind, is co-op income legal? The answer is yes. Co-op income is cooperative crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is legal in every single country on the planet. And co-op income, well, it is legally recognized as self-employment. It's not an MLM. It's not an investment, right? It is self-employment. And in self-employment, you are the boss. I love this one, right? Because, like, think about all those programs that you've done over the years, right? You know, you look at the marketing plan, your eyes gloss over, and you say, shit, I got to call my lawyer again. So you call your lawyer, you call your accountant, you say, what do I have to do? They look at it, you know, professionals, your professional accountant, your professional lawyer, they look at that plan that you gave to them so that they can tell you what to do. And you say, so what do I need to do? They say, I don't know. Right? Because they're complicated. Right? Check it out. And you have to keep inviting people all the time. Just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And the problem is that, you know, even though you're rinsing and repeating, you're doing what they're supposed to do. And, you know, part of that rinse and repeating says you got to pay $300 a month. And you got to pay that $300 a month no matter how much you're receiving. So, you know, if you're getting $10 and you got to pay $300, well, that's not going to work, is it? No. See, in this business, you do the steps one time. So you don't have to keep inviting people all the time. Now, having said that, you need three. Like most things in life, don't stop at three. You think about insurance. When you buy a car, you put the license, before you put the license plate on, the person that's giving you the license plate says you have insurance, right? No insurance, no plate for your car, so you can't drive it, right? You buy a new house, you want to get insurance because you want to protect that asset, right? And when you get married, you know, your wife says, well, I'm only marrying you if you have insurance, right? So you got to have insurance, right? This is your business. This is your life. So create insurance for yourself. Don't stop at 3. Get 4, get 10, get 20, get 1,000, and teach them to do the same. Now, let's think about those 3 steps though. You invite 3 friends. 2 of them say they don't want to do it. It's going to happen. It is going to happen, right? So do you quit on your dream? No. You get 2 more friends, right? Who will do the same thing. You didn't throw out your bike because it got a flat tire, right? You didn't throw out your wife because she said no last night, right? Right? This is your business. The only person that can spoil your dreams is you. Not somebody who says that it's a Ponzi, not somebody who says that it's a pyramid, not somebody who has no clue of what they're talking about. Only you get to determine what you're going to do with this business. Oh, I already answered that question. So we've just answered the 3 most common questions. So now let me tell you how it works. The first thing you want to know, okay, David, you kind of got me closer and closer to the edge. So I go out today, I invite 15 people, I make $200. When do I get my money? Dude, you make $100 today, you can withdraw tomorrow. You make $100,000 today, you can withdraw tomorrow. You see, we do not hold on to your money because we're not an investment. We want you to have access to your money so that you can keep a roof over your head, feed your kids, clothe your family, take care of yourself. So no smoke and mirrors. It's real. You see it, withdraw it. You see it, withdraw it. It is your money. Now, let me say something else, because we also have a smart reserve, which I'm going to show you during the Q&A part. That smart reserve is there for your benefit, not for the company's benefit, for your benefit. It means that if you want to get into the various levels, we hold on to those funds for you so that you can easily excel to the higher levels or easily renew on the levels you're on based on what you have in your wallet, so you don't have to keep reaching into your pocket. Now, that smart reserve, you want to quit, turn it off and take out all your money. 3 steps. Step 1 is to become. If you don't become a co-op income member, well, how can you make any money? You can't. So step 1, become a co-op income member. You can get started for as little as $5. The sweet spot is $175, but we have levels that go all the way up to $1,675. So there's 6 income levels that will help you get closer to your goals faster, right? That's why we have different levels, so you can get to your goals faster. So step 1, become. Step 2, you see, this is not some charade, and you are never going to hear me tell you to go ahead, put in your money, do nothing, sit there all day, and sit there doing nothing all the next day, and you're going to get rich. You're never going to hear me say that. And any real business requires your participation. You need to participate in your own recovery. If you sit on your thumbs all day, you're only going to get dirty thumbs, right? So you need to invite 3 or more like-minded people who will do the same thing. 3. My goodness. Let me tell you, man. So think about what you do right now, right? No matter what you do right now, it's harder than what I'm telling you here. Some of you have a job, right? So you got to go and work 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, right? And you got to do a lot of stuff that you don't like to do. But you do it because you want to get paid. You don't do it because you like it. You do it because you want to get paid. Well, folks, flip the switch. Change your brain, get rid of that stinking thinking, and stop getting somebody else a new car. Stop paying somebody else's bills and think of yourself. 3 friends or more for $5, right? Dude, 3 friends for $5. Now, those 3 friends that you're inviting for $5, are you trying to get them to join a business so that you can make money? No. You are trying to show them the path to a pop income. and living debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. And it starts with $5. So instead of thinking about going and working for 8 hours, you shouldn't do anything else until you get your 3 who will do the same, because this sets you free. This is your path to freedom. Then what? Bond. Become co-op income member for $5 or more. Invite 3 or more co-op income members for $5 or more. Teach them to do the same. So this 5-second plan: register as a co-op income member, invite 3 or more to become co-op income members, have them do the same. That 5-second plan, and you're done. This is not going to take you 8 hours, right? It's not going to take you 8 hours. Now, let me propose something to you, because, I don't want you to just believe everything that I'm saying. So let me propose something to you, right? Because you're going to get all kinds of emails from your friends. You're going to see all these shiny objects. You're going to hear all these stories and et cetera, right? No one's telling you to stop doing those things. I'm saying complete these 3 simple, doable steps. Make sure you keep paying it and leave it on. Set it and forget it. Don't distract your teammates. Don't distract your friends. Watch your income grow. This is real. Now, 3 steps. Look, we got 9 ways to get paid. When you invite somebody, yeah, you get paid. If I invite Kendra, I get paid. If Kendra invites somebody, I get paid. If Kendra's friend invites somebody, I get paid. You get help from above, help from below. You got renewals. What? Renewals. Yeah, you see, that $5 or more, where are you going to pay it every 28 days? And you might be saying to yourself, dude, I cannot afford another subscription. Well, let me tell you something. Do that. You have to have this subscription, because if you do your part, this is a subscription that will reward you. This is a subscription that, unlike your phone bill, you pay your phone bill, right? You pay your phone bill. It allows you to keep talking on the phone, right? You pay your water bill, you keep getting water. This subscription, it will pay for your phone bill. It will pay for your water bill. It will pay for your rent. It will pay for your mortgage. It will pay for your life. So this subscription is the subscription that you need. You also get one-time payments. You get auto reentries, follow you reentries. Now, I'm saying some things here to you right now, and you're probably saying, dude, slow down. Slow down. What are you talking about? Doesn't matter. Listen. You only have to remember those 3 steps. See, when you pick up your phone, you don't take it apart. Let me see if I can. You don't take it apart and try and figure out how to make the phone call before making the phone call. No, you trust that it's going to work. And when you dial the numbers of your friends and the person answers it on the other end, well, then you know it works, right? So don't worry about what all these things mean. Complete the 3 steps, because when you complete the 3 steps, you don't have to ask me whether it works. You will see with your own eyes that it works, right? So don't worry about all this other stuff. Worry about the 3 steps. Think about those 3 steps the same way you think about breathing, right? You stop breathing, well, you're dead, right? You don't complete the 3 steps, well, expect to stay poor. Complete the 3 steps. Wealth is waiting for you as your team continues to grow. Now, let me say something else. Listen, if you think that if you complete these 3 steps in the next 18 minutes, that all of a sudden you're going to have a pot of gold, well, the answer is no, you're not. You see, this is a real business. And think about it as a house, right? When you build a house, you figure out what you need to do to make this house beautiful, right? You need 18 million bricks, you need cement, you need all this stuff, right? So now you got all the stuff, right? So completing the 3 steps is now you've got all the stuff. right? So it's not done yet, but you've got all the stuff, right? So then you start putting the bricks in, one brick at a time, a little slab of cement, then you put a window, then you put a door, and in 6 to 9 months, well, you got a beautiful mansion. Think about this the same way, because your income, as you're going to see in a minute, 90% of your income is in the last 2 steps, right? So you're going to see it. So just complete the steps, stay patient, watch it grow. Now, who gives you 100%? I do, right? People say I'm crazy, and I confirm that every single day, right? So we pay out 100%. Why? Because I was not born as $1 million baby. I was born into community housing, and I outgrew community housing because my mom and dad, who are my best teachers, showed me that there are better ways. It's not where you begin, it's where you end, right? So I built my way out. So I know what it's like to struggle. And I know what I need so that I can keep my businesses running and live my best life. And what I need is to get 7%. So I take a simple, measly 7%. So think about it like this. $1 million comes in, $70 goes to the company. $1 million comes in, you get the $1 million. We as a company get $70, right? So we pay out 100%. Now, a lot of companies, they say, we do this, we do that, bull, 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 and more bull, right? But here's the thing is that we're also transparent, right? Check it out. 35% on your first level, 10% on your second level, that's 45%, 10% on your third level, that's 55%, 10% on your sixth level, that's 65%, 10% on your fifth level, that's 75%, 25% on your sixth level. Doesn't matter how you do the math. That is 100%. And that is what we pay out. Now, let me tell you something else, right? And people, I guess, people love the things that I say because, we got the mathematical, what is it? I can't even remember what I call it. Multiplier, mathematical return multiplier. Now I'm seeing people put on their presentations, multiplier. Just because I use the words, they actually work. You use the words, BS is still BS, right? So listen, you get a multiplier. Now, let me explain what that means. See, all these companies out there, these high yield companies making these promises that they're going to give you 1% a day. Put in $1,000, we're going to give you 1% a day. Put in $5,000, we're going to give you 2% a day. Put in $10,000, we're going to give you 3% a day. Has anybody ever thought to ask them how? Right? Come on, dude. It's like they're sucking you in. But check this out. This is straight math, right? You invite 3 friends. Well, you've earned 105%. 35% times 3 is 105%. Are you ahead of the game when you simply invite 3? Yes. Your business is free. Your subscription is covered. And now you can continue building with you and your team. Now, on your second level, you get 10%. There's 9 people. That's another 90%, right? Now, how long, if it was real, how long would it take you to get 100% on your money with one of these high yield programs paying you 1% a day? Well, it'll take 100 days. But as you already know, these programs don't last 100 days. So you're going to get nothing. But here you can see it. 95%, another 3,900%, another 120. Listen. Doesn't matter which level you register on, whether it's the I-5, the I-20, the I-1000, doesn't matter which level you register on. These are the mathematical facts. And as you do your part and your teammates do their part, you're going to get a return of 21,930%, 21,930%. 21,930%. Is that better than 1%? And you have 100% of your money at risk? The answer is yes. So folks, this is now 2026. We've already established that we are going to make this a year to remember. No more stupid mistakes. Do the math. If the math makes sense, do it. Now check it out. Check it out. If you get started on the I-5, well, you can receive $1,100. That's $21,900 390%. Committed $5, receive $1,100, $21,930%. That's not bad. And let me tell you something else. When you commit at that $5, you will automatically progress to the higher levels. And when you automatically progress to the higher levels, whether you started at the 5 and progressed with your earnings, or you come in with them, that's a lot of money. On the I-20, $4,400. On the I-50, $11,000. On the I-100, that's $22,000. Now, folks, there's $22,000. There's $11,000, which is $33,000. There's another $4,000. That's $37,000. There, you got $36,000. You heard me say about the sweet spot for $175. You can turn that sweet spot into $36,000. 21,390%. Beats the heck out of the 1% a day. And dudette, listen, we've got the smart reserve, right? So some people are looking at that smart reserve. They're watching their income go up, but they can't take it out. That's a good thing, because if you leave your smart reserve on, and remember, you can turn it off. If you leave your smart reserve on and you're at $21,000 over here, and you're at $11,000 over here, and you're at $4,000 over here, and $1,000 over here for $36,000, your smart reserve is only $1,800. The rest of this money you are taking out every second of every day. Right? So you have access to your money. Now, think about this. If you turn your smart reserve off, right? Kendra and I join the business. I invite a few other people to join. Kendra invites a few other people to join. I say, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not going to turn on that $5. I want that $5 so I can go get a latte, right? So you turn it off. But Kendra and her friends, well, they don't turn it off. And because you've turned it off, boom, your income stops. But Kendra's and her teammates and your teammates, well, they just keep sailing to hundreds of thousands of dollars in income. While you're trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do on Saturday? They're buying a new house, right? And then you got the I-500. Same steps, same 3 steps, could even be the same people. Now you got another $110,000. Now you got, and then you got the I-1000. What? Hold on a second. 1,000? So you put in 1,000, and that can turn into, with cooperation and participation, $219,300. Yes. Yes. You see, $219,300, right? 1,000. That is 21,390% return. And if you do that on all levels, that's $367,329. Well, let me tell you something, or let me ask you something. Would $367,000 be a nice start to this new year? Would it put a dent in your quest for a better life? The answer is yes. But wait, there's more. Because you see, that $367,000, well, you get that every 28 days. You see, you build it once, but you keep receiving income over and over and over again. You see that renewal that I was talking about? Let's connect the dots now. That renewal that I was talking about earlier. Why you need this renewal? Because your bills come every month. Your rent check comes every month, or your rent comes every month. The car note comes every month until you pay it off, right? You've got expenses every single day. this subscription allows you to help cover those expenses every single day through participation, activity, and cooperation with your team. Imagine that money coming in every 28 days. Now it's just not a one-time thing coming into your pocket so that you can breathe better for a couple of months. No, this is every month. Now, let me ask you something. Would you like to have that amount of money coming in every month? The answer is, of course you would, right? Because that's almost it's over $1.5 million in residual income every year. But wait. You see, I've been building these systems, perfect systems. You see, for some people, they'd like to have $367,000. Well, you see, I went from zero to having a lot of money. And I can tell you that having a lot of money is way better than having little money. And I can tell you that I don't get up for $367,000 a month because it's still going to leave me broke. It's not going to allow me to live my dreams. And as you start making more and more money, you're going to understand exactly what I'm saying. So if it's not good enough for me, why would I think it's good enough for you? It's not. And that's why I created the world's famous Mobius Loop. I created the Mobius Loop in 2001. It shocked the world as how people were earning an income. They said, hold it. Your system's broken. Why do I see Sally in that 3 times? It's only a 2x2. Why do I see Sally 3 times? Your system's broken. No, it's not. It's the way it works. You see, these systems are built and designed to bring you maximum benefit. So when this baby fills up, and let's say you're on all of them, right? Eventually on all of them, well, that's $367,000 every 28 days. Well, when this baby fills up, well, it's not the end of your income. The same people that are over here, remember what I said? Auto reentry, auto follow. Here we are, baby. Auto reentry, right? You start a brand new one. Auto follow me. Your team follows you. More money, but not more work. And they keep following you. So every time one of these fills up, another one starts. But here's the kicker. You see, you keep getting paid from these filled ones. Right? So you get $367,000 here every 28 days. You get $367,000 here every 28 days. You get $367,000 here every 28 days. And it doesn't stop. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And now imagine, there's 8 billion people in the world. How long is it going to take to get 1,092 people to fill one of these up when you're working as a team? Well, it's not going to take that long, right? And then another one fills up. And guess what? You see, your team's going to follow you, creating more money, but not more work. But it also gives you another spot, another cooperative to put more people in, right? So you can have an unlimited income based on what you want to do. Nobody can determine your altitude. Only you can determine your altitude. You see, we're not going to work anymore. We're going to discover our worth. Not work, worth. Think about that. Not work, worth. You see, that's what we are going to do here in 2026. That is why this is going to be a year to remember. Think about it one more time. 3 simple, doable steps. One time. Become and join and become a co-op income member. Step 2, build, invite 3 or more people just like you, people that want a better life, people that are hungry, people that want a new house, people that want to be out of debt, people that want to take care of their parents, people that want more. And then bond with them. Show them what you did and how you achieved your success so they can do the same thing. 3 simple, doable steps, one time that can be explained in 5 seconds. Register as a co-op income member. Invite 3 or more. Have them do the same. That there is the entire plan. So in the beginning, I said, this is all you need to remember. You don't need to remember what? I don't even know what's going on now. So let me end that. So you don't have to remember how it works. Just complete the steps. When you make a phone call, you don't try and remember how it works. You complete the steps. You dial the phone number. You call your friend. You talk to your friend. You tell them what's up. You hang up. It did its job. You do your job. This system will do the job for you. Kendra, man, oh man, I am so excited coming into this new year.